Hey! Hi! How you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. I've never made a video like this. I've never talked about a video game in this way before, but I genuinely believe that Gears of War 4 is such a fantastic video game. It was my fourth favorite game of 2016, for goodness sakes. And because of that, the way in which I covered Gears of War 4 in terms of video content on this channel is simply unacceptable. I dropped the ball. I dropped the ball with Gears of War 4. It's such a good game that it deserves better. It deserved more videos. Sure, I used some Gears of War 4 gameplay and some commentary videos. I made a review commentary video on the game, and of course featured the game in my top 10 favorite games of 2016 video, but that was simply not enough. There's so much content in the game, there is so much value, and topics in the game worth discussing that I simply didn't take advantage of. Whether it was through laziness, or ignorance, or perhaps game favoritism. To be fair, I was playing a lot of different video games at the time. Either way whatsoever, however, that's just not acceptable because Gears of War 4 deserved more videos. I could have easily made one or two videos on the single player campaign talking about story and gameplay. I could easily make multiple videos on the multiplayer, and especially the Horde mode, which I adore Gears of War 4's Horde mode. But what prompted this? What prompted this response, this video from me? Well, you see, it was earlier in this month I found out that Gears of War 4 had limited time characters available to obtain, craft, and buy through its loot box and progression system. On top of that, I also discovered, and I don't know how I didn't notice this until now, must have been bloody blind, that the developers of the game, the Coalition, have been constantly adding new content into the game over the past several months since launch. Tons of brand new characters and weapon skins for multiplayer and Horde mode. A buttload of brand new maps. I haven't been able to play them all, but the ones I have been able to play have been pretty good, and a nice mix-up and change from the base vanilla maps in the game. On top of that, the Coalition have an excellent DLC map pack policy with the new maps they add to Gears of War 4. You see, despite these being DLC maps, you need to buy them if you want to own the maps, you can still play on the maps even if you don't own them. You just can't select them in like a private match or something. If you want these maps available for a private match, you need to buy them, but if you just go into a public match, a public lobby for multiplayer or Horde mode, you can still play on the newly added DLC maps, which is just an excellent policy. It doesn't split the community, and technically everyone gets access to the new maps, the new content. That is something that is worth mentioning. That is something that is worth talking about. That's an awesome business practice and model to have. Make all the DLC maps available to everyone, but if people want them for private matches to personally own the maps, then they need to buy them. On top of that, I gotta admit, I've been kicking myself the past few days for missing out on months of new characters and weapon skins that were only for a limited time. Unlike the map pack DLC policy they have, which is really good, they've unfortunately been pulling an Overwatch when it comes to their characters and weapon skins, and even that's worth talking about, even though it's a bit negative, even though I disagree with it. That in itself is a topic for a video. I mean, there's so much to discuss and analyze when it comes to Gears of War 4. The beautiful visuals, the audio work, the game mechanics, the story and the campaign mode, the gameplay mechanics and experiences exclusive to the multiplayer, the gameplay mechanics and experiences exclusive to the Horde mode. I said this back with my original Gears of War 4 video and in my top 10 games of 2016. Gears of War 4 is a true AAA game, a true AAA experience, with both quality and quantity in content. You see, with a lot of AAA games, I find they have to sacrifice one for the other. Sacrifice quality for quantity, or vice versa. Two video games that immediately spring to mind as examples of this are Fallout 4 and Quantum Break. When it comes to Fallout 4, that's quantity over quality. Fallout 4 is definitely a game where you're getting your money's worth. There is so much to do and to see in that game. A huge open world to explore, so many weapons to play with, tons of characters to talk to, and quests to go on. But despite all of that, my God, that game could use so much more polish. At least at launch. It's gotten better over time with updates and patches and all that jazz. But Fallout 4 at launch, and even somewhat to this day, could use a lot more polish, a lot more quality. Meanwhile, with Quantum Break, I consider that to be a really high quality game in terms of the visuals, storytelling, and gameplay. Its single player campaign is a AAA experience without a doubt, but once you beat the campaign, there's nothing else to do. Yes, you can replay the campaign and alter the storyline, make different choices, but the game doesn't have a multiplayer, it doesn't have a co-op mode, it doesn't have a Horde mode, and I really think Quantum Break would have benefited from some extra game content. I like the game, game. I want to play more of the game, but the quantity of content is limited. Quantum Break is a video game where I consider it to be quality over quantity, Fallout 4 for quantity over quality. Whereas with Gears of War 4, it seems like a really healthy mix of quality and quantity. Hell, more than a healthy mix. It perfects both of these. In terms of quality, we have beautiful visuals and audio work, a well-told story, solid gameplay, alongside unique gameplay experiences. Meanwhile, in terms of quantity, the single-player campaign is lengthy. It can be played solo and co-op on multiple difficulties. For both the single-player and the Horde mode, there is a large variety of different enemies to fight. For all the game modes included, there is a large variety of weapons to pick from. For the multiplayer and Horde mode, there are a large variety of maps to play on. And there's an engrossing and somewhat addicting progression system to boot. I mean, Gears of War 4 is just... it's so good. It's such a good game. It's such a well-made game. I feel like I let the game down. It deserved to have more videos made of it. It deserves to have more videos made of it now. This is a game that deserves to be talked about, that deserves to be played. And I can't help but think that I would have paid more attention. I would have showed Gears of War 4 some more love. Since I am a PC gamer, I don't see many other PC gamers playing or talking about Gears of War 4, and I think that's because Gears of War 4 is on the Windows 10 store on PC. For any non-PC gamers watching this video, Windows 10 being Microsoft's operating system, a Microsoft platform, Microsoft wants to sell its Xbox games via its Xbox Play Anywhere program on the PC, but it does that through the Windows 10 store, not through Steam, not through Origin, not through Green Man Gaming, but through the Windows 10 store. And us PC gamers, we're not a big fan of the Windows 10 store. It's buggy, it's glitchy, it has ridiculously, unreasonably slow download speeds, and the Windows 10 store, and games on the Windows 10 store, Windows 10 games, have an aggravating habit of conflicting with other programs you have running or installed on your PC. And despite Microsoft's attempts to make the Windows 10 store better and make it more convenient, it's still inconvenient. Steam is simply better. Origin is simply better. Green Man Gaming, GOG, is simply better. I appreciate competition. I promote competition, but Microsoft is doing a piss-poor job trying to sell its games on PC. Hell, a lot of PC gamers don't even know Gears of War 4 is on the PC, or that ReCore is on the PC, or that Halo 5 Forge mode is on the PC, or that Halo Wars 2 is on the PC. A lot of PC gamers don't know about this because these games are on the Windows 10 store and not on Steam or Origin or GOG, which is why I feel even worse that I haven't been covering Gears of War 4 more, making more content, making more videos on Gears of War 4. As a PC gamer YouTuber, I like making videos. I like sharing my love and my passion for good PC games. And I'm always a huge supporter and promoter of console-exclusive franchises coming over to the PC, like Halo and Gears of War. And most recently, with Platinum Games, how they've been bringing their console exclusives to PC with Bayonetta and Vanquish. And the PC version of Gears of War 4 really is the superior version. The graphics options and the visuals and settings customization is insane. This is not a PC port. This is a PC game, Gears of War 4. A proper PC game. So yeah, I'm sorry. Gears of War 4, you deserved more. You deserve better. So you guys, my viewers, you can expect Gears of War 4 videos sometime in the near future. Expect a new video concerning the Gears of War 4 campaign, the multiplayer, and maybe a couple videos on the Horde mode sometime in the near future. You can also expect Gears of War 4 to make appearances and be mentioned in my upcoming top 5 and top 10 video countdown videos. Anyways, this has been a video. I hope you liked this video. If you did indeed like this video in any way, shape, or form, please be sure to hit the like button. And the like button helps you, helps me, helps everybody involved in the video. If you hit the like button, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on the topic of this video? What are your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on Gears of War 4? Let me know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions in the comment section down below. I love reading comments. I get nearly enough comments. Please leave a comment. If you want to help out and support this video, then please share it on social media, Twitter, and Facebook. If you want to help out and support me directly, well, there's always Patreon. Anyways, guys, that's been a video, and I'll see you all later.